Hello, everyone. I'm Allison with Phelan and Deborah G. Welcome to my weekly meltdown, Celebrity Big Brother, Episode 7, live after show, Rant. Now, good Lord, I know we all have things that I want to tell y'all something real quick, though, before we start. And my son was here, and of course, y'all don't know, my son is 21, and we were talking about, I was like, are you going to watch Big Brother if I'm on it? And he said, yeah. And I'm like, will you tell your friends I'm on it? And he goes, yeah, but my friends are going to be like, what's Big Brother? And then the opening credits for Celebrity Big Brother started, and all he said was, hey, that's Big Rush. That's James from Big Rush. That was the only person he recognized.
It's also probably the only person who knows James from Big Rush.
Yeah, exactly. My son. And I'm like, how do you freaking know that?
Oh, my God.
Okay. Oh. They ended the show with the wall comp.
Yeah.
With chairs. Are you fucking kidding me? They're sitting. Really?
They're not making them stand. But they are going to experience slop the first 3 that drop.
Yeah.
And I think I heard Marissa say, y'all know I've been talking about wanting to taste slop. Then, honey, fall your ass down.
No, you're going to.
Yeah. Show you shit. Yeah.
Well, I am wearing my Marissa homage hair tonight. So I'm rooting for Marissa. I want her to kind of pull through.
Bitch, I want to snatch you with the edges.
I know. You've really had your opinion turned totally a 180 on Marissa, and probably Ross too.
No, I'm still good with Ross. It's just Marissa. Her voice is so grating. It's like nails on a chalkboard. I can't even watch the feeds with her. I'm constantly hitting the mute button, and then by the time she's gone, and I turn it back on, and then I got fish. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Whose voice? Whose voice?
Marissa.
Oh, okay.
So you find Marissa's voice grating, but yet Ross is like a children's lullaby to you? I mean, what the fuck, Debs?
I love it. I can't help it.
His voice alone is like, he reminds me of like a kindergarten teacher walking around scolding the young children. I'm just telling you right now, this episode did not need to be 2 hours long. I'm just going to put that out there. This was like a date that dragged on and on and on. And within 20 minutes, I knew that what was happening. I knew that this was not going to be a second day. I knew how it was going to end. I knew that nobody was getting laid at the end of the night. It was just like, why am I here? I need to get my ass out of here. I need to go home. So I got up and I did some things. There was no surprises, no shocks, no whatever.
No.
Nothing came across to me like, oh, wow, major twist or shocker. So I was deeply disappointed in the 2 hours that I invested. That whole competition that they did falling through the muck. As I said to you, Deb, I think I texted you in the middle of it. I was like, this could have been a montage, bitch. I didn't need to see every single person play out from beginning to end. This could have been a Reader's Digest version into a small, package that just let me know who won and who didn't.
Right, and they could have sent 2 people home. They could have sent Marissa home, and then I could watch the feeds.
The best part, though, is when Omarosa lost her pants, and we saw her leggings, which
Spanx crawled out of them. She crawled out of her pants. That's what a snake does, though, bitch. They shed their skin. Let me tell you, that's what you witnessed.
Snake.
That's what you witnessed. That bitch shed her skin.
Yeah.
This is my thing. I felt like Shannon, I was rooting for. I was rooting for because I felt like she deserved to be there. I don't think this whole manifestation of a villain that they created amongst themselves started with, whatever happened to the Girls Alliance, whatever happened to the Girls Alliance, whatever they created in their head, whatever paranoia they created in their head, whatever narrative that they developed was so untrue. Because Shannon was never deceptive. She never lied. She never stabbed anybody in the back. She was loyal. She had James throw the power of veto to Ross, or the head of household, rather. She was working with them all along. And in the meantime, Ross is like a gnat in my goddamn ear, bitch. I just want to sit here. I don't care if I have to smack my lips off my own face to get him to go somewhere else. I am over Ross. I am over Ross, and he has developed such a villainous. He's turning into a villain. I loved Ross in the beginning. I thought he's so cute, but he is so extra. And everybody, like, if I was in that house with him, I would have done slapped him straight. That's all I can say. I would have slapped him so hard that he would have bounced off the wall, because this man has sat here and he takes everybody aside and he does this whole whispering. Take somebody else aside, says something different. Take somebody else aside, says something different. He is like, I'm like, have a seat, bitch. Just take a seat for a little. Take a goddamn breath, Ross.
You know, Phelan, every reason that you said, everything you said about Shannon is the reason why she's gone, because they could not vote for her. I mean, she literally, I mean, I think they're all the blame that they tried to put on her for last week and all that. I mean, it was just ridiculous. And hi, Steve. Hi, Lonnie. Two of our regulars are in the chat room. I did have like a couple of notes here about Omarosa telling Shannon it's not personal. I love how Mark, after the nomination ceremony, he walks up to the door and hears Shannon crying, and he's like, nope. Nope. And he just leaves. And then Brandy asking Omarosa if she slept with Trump.
I love that.
Like,
though, she said she didn't, but she said there are people in the White House that are all sleeping together. So it's like sequester. Everybody's fucking everybody else. It's just not her.
Right.
You know?
Right.
There's a whole lot of land going around. There's a whole lot of pipe being laid. I mean, you want to talk, sequester is like the Keystone Pipeline of sexual activity. It is just happening everywhere.
A lot going on there.
Everybody, has slept with everybody else. So here's the thing. That's what she's basically saying the White House is like, except for her, of course.
She was referring to Hope Hicks, because Hope Hicks is making the rounds.
Right.
Allegedly, because we don't want to get sued, bitch. I ain't got nothing to take except my maker from Sephora, and ain't nobody going to take those.
Let me ask you something. Like tonight in the episode, they showed Omarosa talking to James in the kitchen. We all saw it, and telling him, they're coming for you, whatever. And then, it gets around, and Omarosa confronts James in front of Marissa and Ross and everybody. And he flat out says, yes, you said that. But then I kind of felt like he was a little intimidated by her, and he rolled it back a bit. Do you guys?
Yeah. I don't know what he did. He made himself look like he was lying. And it's funny because Brandy knew. Brandy's like, he's telling the truth, but he looks like he's lying. And Omarosa's lying, and she looks like she's telling the truth.
Right.
I mean,
Ross has lied. Ross has lied. He is bold-faced lied multiple times. He has made Final Four arrangements with multiple people. He has sat and stabbed people in the back. He was the catalyst for creating this group, or as Kim Woodward would say if you watch CBB UK, gang-handed narrative against Shannon to get her ass out. Like, I get that it's a game and everything like that, but I mean, your character is still important. And Ross, oh my God, he has got to, like, I think I would love Ross in real life, because that bitch is a gossip whore. He will spill everybody's tea. He doesn't know how to keep a secret. He loves some shade. He loves some drama. That's Ross. But then again, that's every gay man. So I'm all right there for it. That I'm right there for it. I live for myself some drama and tea and gossip, girl. But now Ross has outed himself over and over and over again. They have caught on. They have sussed it out. They have sussed Ross, which he might not be somebody who's athletic like Meta World Peace or James or any of the other ones, but he has presented himself as an intellectual threat and untrustworthy.
Right.
Well,
I'll have to say.
So that's going to be the key. That's the key to his undoing right now.
My favorite part of that whole conversation was Brandy brushing out her weaves and putting them in Ziploc freezer bags.
Girl, bitch, I related.
Oh my!
I related. She's just watching like,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I am so Brandy in that moment. I can relate. The glass of wine, you know, you've got it's a Friday night. It's your night off. You sit there, you just comb out your weaves and you shampoo them. You clean them out. You sit there. They're just like poodles. You just got to maintain them. You know, you just got to maintain their shape and all that business. So I totally related to her at that point in time. I never got Marissa walking around with hers like it was a chihuahua in a purse. She's like treats hers like it's alive, like it's one of Shannon's animals.
She throws it over her arm.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Like a chihuahua.
She is. I'm like, bitch, what's your weave's name, bitch? What is this what we're doing? Is this? Have you got it? Does your fucking? Do you take it to the vet? Did it get inoculated? What the hell's going on here? Is it alive? Does it just curl up on there and take its shape?
Did anyone else notice James' shoes during that segment? No. Anyone notice his shoes? I didn't know what he was wearing. It looked like little girls, like little girl ballerina. I didn't know it had glitter and I don't know. Anyway, I thought,
you have a problem with glitter, bitch?
No, I love glitter, bitch. I'm just saying his shoes were distracting. I also love how during the conversation, she's asking James questions. And when he tries to answer, she's like, I told you this and that, and blah, 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 and all lies coming out of my mouth and blah, blah. And he's just like, I'm out of here. I don't know what else to say. I said what I had to say. And I got to leave. And then she's like, well, see, he's leaving. So, you know, he's not to, and they're all like, look, whatever. Okay. You know, you're not going to get anywhere because when Omarosa calls a meeting, it's Omarosa's meeting. You're not really going to get a word in as well.
Exactly. The whole show was about Omarosa this week. She's calling Shannon a faker for crying. This is coming from the bitch that I'm dying from my asthma. I need to lay up in the hospital for a day and a half.
She's in there telling everybody how to get medical involved. I heard like on the live feed somewhere, someone during another competition got hurt, and Omarosa's the first one to go. Well, all you've got to do is go in the diary room, and they'll take care of you. You know,
I got glitter on my keyboard, bitch. I don't know. I probably swallowed a ton of it anyway.
You know what? I
thought I would put gold glitter on my lips tonight just for you girls, so that
lips are beautiful.
They're fabulous.
So
you know what's really funny?
You're gonna fart fairy dust.
I am.
Omarosa's talking tonight. She was saying something about the Mueller investigation and how it's costing Americans millions of dollars and there's nothing there. And little does she know that today, 13 indictments just dropped and,
Oh, wow.
Wait till.
Yeah. I didn't even know that, girl.
I don't know anything.
Let me tell you about the politics thing. I have turned off politics. I have literally shut it off. I don't. For almost a year, I Facebooked about it. I tweeted about it. I let myself get enraged. I was angry. I couldn't shut up about it. And then I realized that I am screaming into my Hoover vacuum cleaner. It's literally not doing anything, and the wheels are just spinning. It's not going anywhere. Nothing really makes a difference. It's just a bunch of echo chamber nonsense. I'm not doing any good by getting angry on Facebook for a minute and then looking at pictures of LOL cats. It's doing no good. So I literally just shut down.
Ladies, the feeds are back up. Let me see if anybody fell. You can keep on talking.
And this is spoilery, so if you guys don't want to know anything, like we're going to get into spoilers and talk. So if there's anybody watching that doesn't want to know anything like that, we appreciate you watching. Come back later. But
before we get to the spoilers, we have to finish out this episode.
Yeah,
Shannon went home. Shannon obviously was evicted. It was shockingly.
Did you notice the hanky vote? The hanky vote, yeah.
Yeah, the hanky vote. Well, let's see. James won the veto in that competition really quick. They put up Mark, who wasn't surprised because Mark's not bitch, please. And then on the way out, when Shannon, I think it was on the way out, Ross told her that they were coming after her last week, that she was going to be backdoored. What is he trying to do? What was the point of that? She's fucking leaving.
No,
like, I don't even know.
She was leaving. We knew she was leaving. The Lord Jesus knew she was leaving. The people in the Vatican knew she was leaving. There was no question that Shannon was going to stay unless she won the veto.
Because he knows that Shannon is going to go home and see how he was conspiring against her, and he wants to come clean now and, you know, get all nicey and I love you and it's just a game and all that bullshit. Yeah. You know, he's just doing damage control and trying to spin it into something positive, and you were the best player, yada 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 bullshit. And he's not going to get her vote now because she's pissed.
She sees right through it. And Steve, hi, Austin. Hi, Busy Blue. And Stephen Holden in the chat room has a good point. Totally forgot. Shannon told James after the veto comp, you need to break up these duos. Marissa and Ross, Brandy and Ari. And, oh, my God, y'all, I almost cried during Ari's family message from her dad.
I did cry. I cried.
I'm like... That reminded, because my grandfather passed away a year ago, and I was like, dude, in the hospital bed, I'm going to freaking have a meltdown.
Oh, that's sweet. I haven't cried since 1982. So I actually had no feels. I was just like, oh, that's sweet.
I'm not shocked by this, Phelan.
Here's the problem. You know who should have went home tonight? James should have went home. James should have been the target. James is the biggest threat. James is the one that wins. He just won the veto competition. He's won multiple. He is the biggest threat in that house. Shannon went home because the Girls Alliance melted down and they turned on her and they cannibalized her.
Yes,
period.
They did. She was she was what I like to call the. Yes, and she's what I call an emotional tampon. She soaked up everything in the house, and everyone views her that way. Because like my friends and I, when we were younger, and they try to we'd put shit off. Like, girl, I'm not your emotional tampon, okay?
Right.
And I feel like that's what they made her, the emotional tampon of the house. And now, who do you think now is going to be the new Shannon that they are going to pummel on and all gang up on?
Marissa.
If they're smart, it's going to be James, but because they're not very smart players, it's going to probably be somebody like Marissa.
Yeah,
because she's the most vulnerable.
Right, and she was the one that was going around saying, "Well, Omarosa told James, blah blah blah," and you know, and then she, you know, you're going to people who are going to blab like Ross. Who, you know, even admitted in the other night's episode, yeah, whenever I'm in a conversation, I always have to go, yeah, we know. Everybody makes that damn face when they know what's going on. That's a fake ass face. We know that fake shocked face. We know. And that's another thing. What does Shannon think at the nomination ceremony the other night, sitting there in a baseball hat and sunglasses, just, I don't know why no one will listen to me or no one will trust me. Bitch, you're sitting there in a baseball hat. You know, you're pulling a Tiffany, you're pulling a Vanessa. Well, don't do that. Yeah. Sorry, I just because I missed that.
Too. Yeah.
Oh,
she was a poker player
that's right. So, you know, Shannon left. She's pissed. She told James to break up the pairs. I'm with you guys. Like, we were in a group text during the episode. This episode dragged out. We didn't need to see everyone. Really, all I needed to see during the veto competition was Omarosa losing her damn pants. And a shot of everyone getting pea soup in the face. That was awesome.
That's right.
That's it.
Oh gosh, I couldn't like anybody or dislike anybody more than I dislike James. His thing with constantly wearing his own gear, his own shirts with his name on the back. I'm convinced that the reason he constantly wears those shirts with his name on the back of it is because everybody's going to forget who the fuck he is. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind. He's so goddamn irrelevant. I'm surprised he's written the name of his single on his forehead just so people remember. You hope he wins?
He's going to win at this point. I really think he is. They should have got him out week 1. So
devious and underhanded and backstabbing. They should have got him out week 1. And they're all cannibalizing on each other. And, you know, nobody could stay loyal to anybody. And they all deserve to fucking lose.
Even Ross said tonight, can we not stick to a fucking plan? Can we not stick to a plan? Because they're slipping. Brandy's like, I feel sorry for Shannon.
And he should talk.
Vote for her, but I kind of don't want to vote for her. And she didn't. She threw a hinky vote out.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any room to talk, but he's the one that wanted to, you know, backdoor Shannon last week.
And then he has the balls to say to her, yeah. And then he has the balls to say to her, you know, they wanted to get you out last night. Okay. They wanted to get you out. And I get to go home and watch do these people not realize they get to go home and watch everything? They get to go home and watch everything. And what's the deal with Meta and that gosh damn owl? What is the deal? Like, I forgot he was even on the damn show.
That's the whole point of him being there, clearly, is to play with flamingos and bathtubs, and his best friend is an owl. And this tells me that Meta is going to win. Meta's the Gary Busey. You know, somebody in the chat, I think it was Lonnie, said that she loved Kim Woodburn from CBB UK. And a girl, I'm right there with you. We needed a Kim. I'll tell you what, if I was in this house, I'd be the Kim Woodburn. Because Kim Woodburn would look at one of those people and she would be like, you little bitch. You little bitch. Somebody needs to put these people in their place.
Right.
See, right. I would be passive aggressive and devious and underhanded and cause fights, and they wouldn't even know I was causing the fights.
That's exactly.
Yes, you take, for the girls, you take like one of their like best makeup palettes and you hide it. You know, especially the one you see them using every day, you take it out and you hide it somewhere. That's all. And then they start getting paranoid and start blaming each other. Who took my palette?
Steven in the chat. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Deborah.
You just got to know like how to get to people and you know what they're going to miss. And then you just cause the confusion, you know, and you just, you know, join in, help them look for it and, you know, and can't find it. Sorry. That's how fights start.
I guess they hid the owl from Meta because Shannon was telling him the owl Orwell is under the such and such.
Yeah, she was probably
okay. Steven said in the chat room, I gotta admit the shower scene with James tonight was fun. Yeah, but I still want him gone. I think I missed that. I think I went to the bathroom and didn't even bother to rewind it because I was like, this is dragging. I must have missed that.
James is supposedly, allegedly eye candy for people. I don't see it for him. I personally, and I think that I'm somebody with great taste, but actually he's kind of like somebody that I might hire to fix my transmission on my car, or he's such a non-entity. There's nothing striking about him.
No, he's skinny and there's nothing to him.
It's not even that he's skinny. I mean, I like skinny boys.
Give me Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa, Aquaman.
Oh yes. Yes. There was no, but in terms of entertainment value, James doesn't have it. There's nothing entertaining about him. I feel like I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like their diary rooms feel to me very produced. Like they're being fed lines and one-liners and punchy jokes and blah, blah, blah.
Total.
And I'm like, this is so fake. And Julie Chen feels like, I'm sorry, I know I go off about her all the time, but as a host, I feel like tonight she just looked like she was ready to present at the fucking Golden Globes.
What was going on with her boobs?
This is supposed to be a fun game show, bitch. This is supposed to be a good time. We're supposed to be having some fun. You look like you're ready to fucking hand out awards. And I want her to like bring it to like, this is again, I hate to be comparative to CBB UK, but they're youthful and fun and energetic and hyper and jokey and blah, blah, blah. And Julie Chen makes me feel like she's ready to deliver somebody's fucking eulogy every goddamn time she's on the live show. So, I mean,
what was with her boobs tonight? Her boobs were obviously all taped up. Have you noticed that? I don't know if you noticed.
I don't know. I kind of fast forward through Julie Chen. I start the show 20 minutes late, so I can just fast forward through it.
Welcome, Inelda. Yeah, we did talk about Brandy's hinky vote. Actually, that was exactly what Allison touched on, was the hinky.
I love hinky votes. See, that's the other thing you do. Hinky votes.
She did that
it on somebody else.
Well, she did that to get Shannon's vote if she makes it to the final two. That's all that was. I mean, and these people need to realize, I think they forget that these, you know, they're going home and they're going to watch the show.
Everything.
And she was very instrumental in the nominations. She had her hand up Ariana Grande's ass this week and was a puppet.
This week. Bitch.
Well, I know during the HOA
since the beginning, she's had her hand up her ass since she's had her hands up her ass since the beginning of the show. You could see Brandy's fingernails at the back of Ariana Grande's throat. This is literally how she has played this bitch.
It's true.
You know exactly what she's doing. Brandy is smarter than anybody has given her credit for. Anybody.
It's true. It's
I
true.
underestimated her. I really did. And you know what? I feel like I went in with high hopes for Ross, and now they're kind of dwindling because he is trying to do what you said you would do, Deborah, but he's not doing it the right way because he's starting there's a difference between planting a seed and starting the conversation about it. I mean, you kind of got to really plant and maneuver and get in there and kind of throw your little
people think it's their idea.
Right. And but don't sit there and go, you know what? I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. Shannon, I can't with that.
You have to say, if Brandy,
hi, Francis.
If Brandy utilizes that hinky vote to cause dissension and cause a fight, I will have so much respect for her.
I don't think anyone's going to bring it up. I don't think they all know how to count. They're going to be like 5 votes. Oh, that was everyone. I don't think they're going to sit there and count the damn votes. They probably only think 5 people voted.
I don't think half of them are smart enough to count to 5.
That's what I'm saying.
Still waiting for somebody to make. Aside from Brandy, nobody has been low-key intelligent about the way that they're playing the game. Nobody. And I hate to say that because
she'll say, "Who was that vote? Who voted?"
That would be the smart thing to do.
Yeah,
and that's what I would do.
That's what I'm saying. Start a fight about it.
If I was Brandy, I'd be like, "There's a wolf among us, bitches. Somebody has not been honorable to the group."
Right, and then she can pin it on Omarosa. She could pin it on Omarosa, and it's a reason to put a target on her back.
Hey, y'all, I gotta check. You know what I want to know? I want to know where Ariana Grande and Brandy get that red lipstick, because I was captivated by their red lips tonight. I was like, I want red lips like that. I want big ass red lips like that. Anyway, sorry, I had like a ADD moment.
By the way, for the record, everybody's still up on the wall.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? It's a wall.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. See, that's another thing that drives me crazy. Like, we end the show on a cliffhanger, right?
Yeah.
We don't know who the HOH is. We won't know till Sunday. If those who watch the feeds will know.
Yeah,
and but feeds, I mean, most people live feeds.
Yeah, most people go on Twitter to find out. It's all over Facebook. Yeah. People don't care. They want it spoiled. There's very few people that really care about the spoilers. They want to know.
Now the first 3, Anelda says, "Hi, Francis," and Busy Blue was in here too. I don't know if y'all know this.
Hey, Anelda.
Busy Blue has his own little television YouTube recap.
Oh, does he?
Which I caught earlier, and he was absolutely adorable. I really enjoyed it.
Post a link, Busy.
And Anelda said that the first 3 to drop eat slop. So give me, is slop the same as it is in UK? Is it just oatmeal?
I think it's oatmeal with protein powder.
Yeah, it's like
somebody fell. Ooh, should I tell?
Okay, wait a minute. Let's wait till we get to Infinite. Did anything happen on the live feeds today before the show? Like, Deborah, what's been going on the live feeds today? Did you see any of them? I know you've been busy with other stuff
today. I've been completely shook from all of the other stuff.
And you guys want to know what we're talking about? Deborah and I did a video last night on YouTube called My 23, Who the Hell is Deborah G?
23 and Me.
23 and Me, Who the Hell is Deborah G? She did a DNA test and we were shook by the results. Go watch that video I posted last night and you'll see exactly what we're talking about, because actually Phelan and I are going to take DNA tests now to find out who the hell we are. But watch that video.
My brother's going to do his. Oh, and let me give you a little update on that real quick.
Okay.
Since really nothing happened on the show. You get matches of people that may be related to you, and they give you like a percentage of how much they're related to you. Well, I got a match of a first cousin, someone that I don't know. So I sent her a message, because you know how we were kind of doubting on whether or not that these were my results.
Right.
So I sent her a message, just telling her I just got my results, and I explained the situation, and I just needed to know where she came in, how she was related. you know, because I'm doubting whether or not this is my actual sample. And it turns out, yes, she is. She was related on my mother's side through, so she was on my mother's side. So yes, that is definitely my sample. And yes.
It's cray.
Yes,
it is. We're going to do a follow-up. We're going to do a follow-up. Go watch the video so you'll know exactly. Yeah. Like, it's live. It was live. She opened the results live. It was great. Because
my brother's doing it too. My brother's getting it done, and my daughter's getting it done, and you're getting it done, and Phelan's getting it done.
I think it's going to be exciting.
You can click on my link on my Facebook, and you can get a discount.
Right. So I'm
all about a discount.
Yeah. Let's get into the live feed, some spoilery stuff real quick. So if you don't want to know spoilery stuff, you can find ways to contact us in the body of this video, our Twitters and Instagrams and Facebooks and all that jazz. So thank you for watching. So the wall, who fell? Can I guess? Can I take a guess?
Yes.
Marissa.
Wrong.
Meta.
I was
right. Oh,
Meta
he's
fell,
gonna be hungry.
This guy is like the athlete of athletes, right?
But he's big. But he's big. You're on that little tiny chair, and you have all of that body mass, and you're being leaned forward. You have to hold. I mean, big people do not do well on the wall. They never have.
Oh, Anelda said someone said they should have put Leanne Rimes and Brandy's kids in her video. Can I just tell you?
For real. That would have been. Love it.
Shady bitch. I love you.
I love it.
I love you. I would be so on board with that.
They didn't show her kids, though. I guess she doesn't want them on TV or whatever. I don't know.
Well, no, she's got there's an agreement with her husband that she's not allowed to show her children on television. It started during Real Housewives, and he doesn't want them in the public eye in any form or fashion. So that was part of their divorce agreement.
I can understand that.
However, I will say that Brandy getting a message from the man who fired her from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills was quite interesting. Andy Cohen. Do you know Andy Cohen?
I know who he is, but I don't watch Real Housewives, so I didn't know she got fired. Like, I had no idea. Like, I don't even know.
Yeah, she got fired. So let me tell you a little bit about Andy Cohen. I met Andy Cohen in New York City. Andy Cohen is like the most pompous, arrogant, full of himself, big-headed dick you will ever meet in your entire life. He is so self-control. This guy, Andy Cohen, will literally on Facebook post on the Bravo TV network 10 things to love about Andy Cohen. Like, he loves himself so much. Himself so much. Yeah, he fired her because of the feud that she had with Lisa Vanderpump. And then let me tell you what, Andy is not a super fan of Brandy. Not at all. He's not a super fan of Brandy. His appearance on Celebrity Big Brother was exclusively to get a couple minutes of airtime on another cable network. I promise you, it was altruistic. That is Andy Cohen. He will be wherever there's a spotlight. So I don't for one second. And if you looked at Brandy's face when she was waiting for her video, thinking it was probably going to be something like, you know, her boyfriend or her best friend. There's this one woman who's got lion face that's had so much plastic surgery that she's always seen on Instagram with Jennifer something. And then Andy Cohen popped up. You know, the bitch had to be like, what the fuck?
Like, this is what I get? It's like 2 seconds long.
Are you joking? No. Yeah. It's like, this is the dude that fired me. This is not my friend. This is not somebody who I would think, you know, this is not somebody I expect to even show up at my funeral if I were to die tomorrow. So I was like.
Phelan, you just said friend. Is my accent rubbing off on you?
Okay, so this is really bad. This is really bad. I am doing a play where I play a Southern drag queen. So in my dialect coaching and in the show, I have a Southern accent. And once you spend hours doing a Southern accent during your rehearsals, you take that shit home with you.
Tell me about it.
It's not easy just to slip out of once you're into it. So every once in a while, I will find myself, you know, with that twang. But I feel like the one thing that Andy Cohen does realize is that hitching himself to the Brandy train, now that she is sort of a more public figure than people who watch Real Housewives and is on CBS instead of Bravo, that was his moment to kind of grab onto her coattails and hang on her. So, but I do think that Brandy is going to charge to the front of the pack with Ariadna as her goat, as you had already prophesied, Deb. Like your tarot cards, when you flip them over, I think you read them very accurately. I think that they're going to align with Marissa and what the hell is his name? Ross Matthews to get James out next, because he's the second biggest threat. Meta is also a potential winner because the man has proven and demonstrated on television, not in real life. So before you start hating on me for saying this, but he's got the intellect level of a 8-year-old boy. Playing in the bathtub with his rubber duckies, playing with stuffed toys.
Lovable.
You know?
He's sweet.
He's like, here's the thing. I thought he was going to have sex. Yeah, I thought he was going to have sex with the coffee table when his wife popped up and he fell on it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. Like, dude.
So
I thought he was going to have sex with the coffee table.
Yeah, but see,
nobody fell on it.
Yeah, the thing is, nobody's is mad at Meta. Nobody's gonna be mad at Meta, so no one's gonna have any hard feelings against him. Oh, someone else fell. Another person fell. Go ahead.
You want to guess, Phelan?
Go ahead, Phelan.
I would say that Ross fell.
Yep.
So we got Meta and Ross on Slop. Yay! I can't wait to see Meta on Slop. Somebody said, Stephen in the chat room says, watch Shane Dawson's video from a few months ago. It was the last one in his first series with his hater. His mom roasts Andy Cohen. It's hilarious. The video is called Hater Confronts My Mom. Just fast forward to the roast. It's worth it. Cool.
Yeah, Andy Cohen, in my opinion, is not the nicest person. So the way that I met him was I was at a club in New York City called Eastern Bloc, which is owned by Anderson Cooper's husband. It was owned by Anderson Cooper's boyfriend. I don't know. And Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen are very good friends. And it's owned by Alan Cumming, who played Nightcrawler in the X-Men movies. So if you know who Alan Cumming is, it's called Club Cumming now, which I find very interesting. Club Cumming, but that was my experience with him. He just isn't a pleasant figure, and Did you guys hear? To be very big-headed. Oh,
Kathy was it Kathy Griffin?
Yeah.
Did you
what she
hear
do?
her whole rant on Andy Cohen?
Yeah, because he's a shady bitch. He's a friend.
He was to her.
Oh, what a turd!
He's a cokehead and.
Well, I don't know about that. I can't say anything about that, but I will say that I know for a fact that Anderson Cooper and her were really good friends and had done this New Year's Eve thing forever until she came into this sort of controversy where she held up the bloody head. And then suddenly Anderson Cooper was like, I don't know her. I don't know her because she wasn't good for his brand or his image. He had already been buddy-buddy with his Andy Cohen, and they were doing their cross-country tour. First of all, I don't know why anybody finds either one of them interesting enough to want to go see them on a cross-country tour. Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen. I mean, it's not what the fuck. They're not Laurel and Hardy. They are neither one of them interesting or funny. So I don't get the whole fascination there with those two unless they're just spilling tea about celebrities, which is basically what Kathy Griffin does. So maybe Anderson felt that she was a threat to his because Kathy Griffin was a nationally known comedian, internationally known. So it seemed he turned on her and stabbed her in the back. I mean, he totally pulled a 180 on her, and she came back with a vengeance. And that's why I love Kathy Griffin, is because you don't sleep on Kathy Griffin. She will tear the shit out of somebody who stabs her in the back.
They should have been doing the Celebrity Big Brother
and she did the same thing with what's his name from TMZ? Harvey. Yeah. She did the whole thing about screaming at Harvey Weinstein. She even played his voicemail on a video where he's given his phone number.
Yes,
my God.
Listen, Kathy Griffin is a bitch you do not mess with. She is who Omarosa wishes that she was. Omarosa is a Disney villain. Kathy Griffin will actually tie you to a bedpost and set you on fire. Kathy Griffin doesn't play. That's why I love and respect the bitch. We needed a Kathy Griffin figure in this house. Somebody who just didn't play. Somebody who was like, I will come for you. I will make you cry. I will hurt your feelings. And I will not tolerate shadiness, because that's what this whole house is missing. I have heard that in previous seasons, there were the villains like this Cody guy, I think is his name. You guys talk about.
He was on Big Brother 19, Cody and Jessica.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, Cody and Jessica, they can go suck a camel turd for all I care. Look, I don't get these whole showmances for celebrities, so we get
they're engaged now. They just got engaged.
Them. I give them a goddamn 6 months. That's not going to last. They're both just looking for celebrity. Aren't they on The Amazing Race now? This whole thing is being ridden like a train to fame for both of them. Their 15 minutes are going to be up. So, you know what, Cody and Jessica, fuck you. You're just a bunch of couple of fame whores. I have absolutely no respect for you. You're just a bunch of pieces of trash that somehow somebody had missed when they threw it at the landfill, and you landed on the fringes, bitch. But someday somebody's going to come along and sweep you back up into the garbage where your asses belong.
Okay, let's get back on task here. Okay, so who is back to Big Brother? So Big Brother, who is still on the wall? We've got Marissa, James, Mark, and
Brandy and Ariana.
Brandy, no, Ariana's not playing.
Marissa.
Let's play scenario here real quick. If James Marissa becomes head of household, who do you think he will put up? Do you think he will put up Ross and Marissa?
Ross and maybe Omarosa.
I don't know, because somebody went and told Ross, actually before her exit, Shannon said, you need to break up the couples.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You need to break up the pairs. Brandy and Ariadna and Ross and Marissa.
So put up Brandy and Ross. So that way you have one of each. And then, and then you can do whatever you want.
I think he'll put up Marissa and Ross. I don't know.
Somebody think let Meta go home so he can play with his rubber duckies in his own goddamn bathtub, because I'm telling you what, at this point, all he is in the show is filler. He's just filler. He's just minutes that we're getting distracted by. There's actually no gameplay coming from him. There's no strategy coming from him. He doesn't seem to have any alignments. He's like a fucking windsock, one of those wavy, floppy windsocks that sort of flop back and forth whichever way the wind is blowing. That's the way he goes. I mean, somebody tie that bitch outside of a car sales place and let him blow, because that's all he does. He's a windsock. I don't understand.
Meta would be a waste of a nomination. I would drag him. I would drag him to the end or something, because there's nothing he has done.
But he might win.
I don't think he would win, though.
Here's the thing. It's a very short amount of time between the time that these people are getting evicted to the time that the finale happens. There's not enough time for them to let go of all of their anger enough to want to vote for somebody that totally stabbed them in the back. Shannon said that she's not going to vote for Ross, even though, if he gets to the end, he probably would deserve to win. But she's going to be so bitter that she probably won't vote for him.
But I think her bitterness is justified, because, I mean, with the way that Ross played, if it comes down to him, does he deserve to win? I mean, stop and think about this, because did Shannon deserve to go?
No,
I don't think she did.
Her. Yeah. She was alone. She was a lone wolf. She didn't have anybody, and they could have used her as a meat shield and cut her at Final 4, or Final 5. They could have, drug her along for a little longer and kept her as a meat shield and got rid of James, who is a real threat, because they're getting down to the point where there's so few people that everybody is going to be playing in the veto shortly, and he can win HOHs like in his sleep. He can win vetoes in his sleep. They're not going to be able to get him out because he can win so much. So good luck with that.
What are they doing to him on the wall? Are they spraying him with stuff or what? Are they just leaning him down?
They just hit him with something. I'm not quite sure what it was because I have it muted. It might be slop. They may have just hit him with some slop.
There's a sample.
Yeah.
So Stephen just said Shannon was loyal and they were foolish to turn on her. They were absolutely foolish to turn on her. But again, the responsibility, the blame of that falls squarely in the lap of Ross Matthews, because during his tenure of head of household, he took everybody aside and he turned the caricature of Shannon into this great villain, this enormous threat, although Shannon had never done anything to deserve that. She had never done anything to be disloyal. She'd never been done anything to be untrustworthy. He would sit there literally. He had just exactly. He had just literally looked at a picture on a wall of her and James playing pool and was like, "Oh, they have a final 2.
They have a final 2. What is that? That's a final 2. That's a final 2.
Ross is so paranoid. Ross is the bitch that's probably he probably gets a fucking ingrown hair and goes to WebMD to find out if he's dying or not. Everything has to be a major fucking issue for Ross Matthews. It's not a simple little thing. Like, I think that in that house, people are soon going to realize, and I think Marissa is catching on, that he's impossible to work with because he has no radar. He's panicking over everything and everybody and everything. He's like extra hot sauce on a taco. A little bit is good and it provides a little bit of spice, but eventually you're going to shit fire, bitch. And
it's going to hurt.
It's going to hurt. And that's what Ross Matthews is. He is that person that's just, at first it was cute and he's just so cuddly and he is so disarming and blah, 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 blah. And now he has turned into this toxicity. He's septic and everybody sees it. Everybody sees it.
Except Marissa. Marissa's up his ass. I mean.
No, she has started to catch on. Has
she really?
I believe Marissa has started to catch on. I mean, she has had enough bugs crawl under her fucking weave that the bitch now is starting to feel them crawling around. And she's getting the hints that Ross is not what you want to hitch your horse to. Ross is making himself a threat because he's been at one point or another to everyone to discuss strategy, even though it's a different strategy with every person.
I did notice tonight during the whole Omarosa James conversation in the room with everyone else, and we saw Brandy's hair. I honestly saw stupid I am. I thought that was all Marissa's hair, but I saw her big chunk of weave sitting over to the side. Like it was get your extension weave in the hair day and just start like, geez.
Her weave is bigger than my cat.
God, it's bigger than my head. I mean, geez.
It's bigger than her head. It's massive.
It's not doing her any favors.
She has a lot of hair.
It's fantastic, bitches.
Okay, well, this journey has thick hair. It just looks huge.
Big hair is a sign of your righteousness, bitch.
I don't have big hair.
Look, if somebody's going to judge,
I must be the devil.
Judge me on my hair.
You are Satan,
Deborah. On the size of my hair. That's how it is. That's how it is. If I'm gonna get behind Marissa, it's because the bitch has hair that I can grab onto.
Right.
That's all. The higher the hair, the closer to God.
That's absolutely right. That's from Proverbs, bitch.
Well, listen, speaking of, Steve said at least Ross owned the fact that it was his doing getting Shannon out, unlike he who will not be named from the last 2 seasons. Gee, who could that be, Deborah? He who shall not be named from the last 2 seasons.
Paul? Could
be Paul.
Paul Abrahamian.
They
drag him out, Big Brother 20. I'm going to turn it off.
Is that the Amish guy that did the opening number of this season?
He's not Amish.
Oh, fuck. He's Amish.
No, he's...
Oh, my God. He's so not Amish.
I don't know about you bitches, but he was giving me my Amish paradise fantasies. I will tell you what. I mean, I don't mind a guy with a big ass beard. You know, as long as there ain't anything live living in it, I'm like good with it. But I found him incredibly attractive.
He's Armenian and Russian.
Like I would just grab that fucking beard and drag him around behind me like a cave woman. It would totally be. He's adorable. I don't know why people don't like him.
Oh, honey, it's all smoke and mirrors. I don't like Paul.
It's all smoke and mirrors. Bitch, look at me right now. What do you think?
Listen, but trust me, I get a lot of shit because I don't like Paul. I just kind of felt like it was rigged for him to stay the first week. And he made it as far as he did. He played the game. He did a lot of stuff, but he also didn't take responsibility for a lot of things. And then he screwed up his entire game with the goodbye messages. He flat out lied and got caught every time. I mean, if anything, he taught us all a lesson how to
own your game,
and you're freaking manipulate the shit out of your goodbye messages.
Own it.
Anelda Rivera in the chat said Paul is not a good man. Let me tell you what, Anelda, honey, sweetheart, baby doll, pumpkin face. I do not use that as a bar for who I sleep with very clearly. If you could see a list of my exes, none of them were good men. Not a single one, honey. So that's not a benchmark for me. In fact, that would just be a pattern. Bitch. So But going back to Celebrity Big Brother, because we have reverted in time, we have gone back to a series. But I do love that, and we're running short on time. But I am going to tell you. So, depending on who wins veto this week, and do we have any more who have fallen?
Anyone else?
Nope, they're still hanging in there.
Who on the wall has the smallest ass? James
and Brandy. James and Brandy.
It's going to be between James and Brandy because those competitions are rigged for tiny people like me and James Hewling and other people who have won that competition.
Yes, you would definitely win it. You would win it. Yeah, definitely.
And hi, Zara. I think it's Zara. She just joined us. You're new. She agrees with us. 3 weeks of immunity was totally rigged. Production when he was sneaking. No, and just like they rigged it for Omarosa, because like I've said all along, there's no telling how much ass they had to kiss, and they had to freaking part the Red Sea to get these people on the show. So no, they're not going to get rid of them right away. Just saying.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
So I'm going to say James is going to be between James and Brandy. And I think these two need to freaking work together. I think they need to come up with a deal. I really do. I want to see James and Brandy work together. I just do. Mm-hmm. That's just me. I love it when people who don't freaking like each other come together. To me, it's the equivalent of when dogs and cats become friends.
Yeah.
See, and this is okay. That's your prediction. That's your prediction. I'm going to hold you to that, Allison, because as we get closer to the end here, we're going to see how this unfolds. I'm going to give you my prediction now, bitch. Okay. I think that actually what we're going to see happen is if Brandy wins this, James is going to be who she lays her target on the fat ass of, and that's going to be him leaving because she's going to use her best Judy Anaconda, and they're going to go around and they're going to whisper in everybody's ear, James is the biggest threat. We got to get James out next. We had to break up James and blah, blah, blah. And then Brandy's going to send James packing.
The only way to get James out is to backdoor him.
Seriously, this guy's a beast.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think it would be the first time James has been backdoored, but that's a whole other story.
And the thing is, I think it's too late now. It's too late. It's too late to try to backdoor somebody.
You can't backdoor anybody at this point, because if they don't, if Brandy becomes and she doesn't nominate James, he's gonna. I mean, it doesn't matter who becomes HOH. If he is not nominated, it's gonna be a backdoor, unless, in my opinion, Meta or Mark get HOH. I am very confident that one of them is going to be like, maybe we should, put 2 chicks up. Let's let them see
Meta's down. So Mark.
Meta's down, so it's Mark. It would be in Mark's hands. I don't think Mark, honestly, would nominate James. I think Mark's going to do it the fuck he wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mark has no allegiance with anybody.
No one. He hangs out with Meta all day. Yeah.
He's hung out on the fringes.
He would have to show his cards, because he has not. He's just been the jolly old man.
He's played it smart. He's played it smart. I think, though, that he's played it smart on purpose, as where Meta is still trying to figure out where the toy aisle is in the department store. That's really where we are. Mark is intentionally laying low. Meta is just sort of floating around, bouncing off of walls.
They're both avoiding all the drama. They're not inserting themselves. Yeah,
that's the thing. Mark flat out walked up to the door, and it was this kind of moment. It's like he walked up and it's like, I mean, that's shit. That's how I've wanted to be the last 48 hours of my life. I'm not going in that door of drama.
They're not
getting bitch, I would have bursted open that door, bitch, and I would have walked in there, and I would have let myself just bathe in the glory of the drama, bitch. I would have put myself right in it. I would have, I would have parked. I'm not a bitch. I wouldn't have been eating the popcorn. I'd have been throwing the popcorn. I'd have been picking fights. I would have been antagonizing. It isn't about the time they start putting people against each other. I would be pitting people against each other. I'd be like, well, you know what she said about you? You know what happened here? You know what this? I would be making everybody mad at everybody else. And I would sit there and wear my fucking crown like a goddess, like a queen, bitch, because that's how you play this game.
You know, it would be funny.
By sitting there just being all like discreetly shady.
If the 3 of us were in the Big Brother house together, we would be huddled up on the couch, the 3 of us together all the time, just talking about
with blankets.
Exactly.
With blankets. We would be like flicking. We'd be like, yeah, we're talking about you, and we'll say it. I mean, I'm not a bully. I'm not going to be like a horrible person and attack people for certain things, but I will flat out say, I can look, here's the thing. I can kind of respect Omarosa to a fault. She does say, let's bring it out in the open. Let's talk about it, which I respect. However, she still manipulates the conversation and doesn't let people talk. I'm going to be like, look, I've got nothing to hide. But I will say I am playing a freaking game here because I don't live with mommy and daddy. I'm not 22 years old. I have a freaking mortgage. I'm probably not going to have lights on my house when I get home because I can't pay my damn bills. So, yeah, I'm going to play this game. I got nothing to hide. But, please, God, put me in a house with some stupid, immature children because I'm going to set them straight. It's going to turn into an episode of Scared Straight with me in the Big Brother house. I'm going to freak people the fuck out. This is what happens to you when you become an adult and have to pay bills. You will cut throat in ways you never imagined. Like I said in my audition video for Big Brother, I love you, mommy, but I will cut your throat to get $500,000.
I love the audition. I think you would be hilarious on Big Brother. I think that it would be so much fun. And that's the thing that it's lacking is really somebody that's actually fun to watch. Like who's fun to watch? Aside from Ross getting giddy every once in a while and these very produced one-liners in the diary room, which I'm sorry, James, they're trying so hard to make fetch. James, they're trying so hard to make appealing and likable and interesting and cutesy with these little punchlines. James is dog shit on the bottom of my highest heel, bitch. of my highest heel, and I can smell the stench of him from here. There is nothing entertaining or natural about James's performance so far in this show. Seriously, Stephen Holden said in the theme of getting people who don't like each other together, Phelan and James, I would come out on top. I'm just saying.
Every time.
Yeah, because I'll tell you right now, James is a big old power bottom bitch. There is no way that he would come out above me. That is not how that would happen. Bull, they be cussing each other out, Malvin Jackson said. Malvin, they be cussing each other out. I've only seen one person get the balls to go and tell anybody off and really come for them hard. And that was Omarosa when she sat Shannon down and was like, literally in the effort to manipulate her, was like, you are being a little bitch. You're going to get out of here and everybody's going to hate you. The whole nation is seeing you as a little bitch. Really?
Somebody fell.
Who is it? Okay, it's my turn to get. Can I guess?
Guess.
Yes.
No.
Marissa.
You'll be shocked.
Mark.
Yeah.
Brandy.
No,
but not
Mark.
James. Mark. Oh, Mark. Okay, shit. Now that theory's up.
He was really like having a hard time rocking back and forth, I said, I know he's going. Old man is going down.
Do you know what?
Omarosa's still up.
Good for her. Good for her. Good for Omarosa. You know what? If I will tell you what, if Omarosa won HOH, that would be the twist. That would be the fly in the fucking ointment.
I would enjoy
be
that.
The goddamn disaster that this show needs to shake it up. Because I will tell you right now, Melvin Jackson. Hello, Melvin. How are you, darling?
Welcome to the chat room, Melvin.
Joining us. Nice to see you. Said, I want to send them all home and start over. And do you know what? Up to this point,
June.
I get you, girl. I'm with you, Melvin, because there has been nobody in there that has absolutely given me a goddamn show. I was looking forward to being entertained. At this point, Keisha went home of her own accord because her boobs were drying up. Okay, so before that, it was another anticlimactic, uneventful. We're just going to send home. I can't even remember his name. Is the dude with the mustache? He went home, and then
Chuck Liddell.
Mustache.
Right. Well, there's a couple people. Right. There's a couple people in there with mustaches, but I don't count Marissa. Now, here's another thing. And then now it was so predictable they were going to send home Shannon because Ross has been foreshadowing that for the last 2 episodes. So there's been no surprises, no shocks, no twists, no turns, no vote flips. Oh, who fell this time?
Okay, it's your turn, Phelan. Who fell?
I'm going to say that, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say that James fell.
No.
Oh, thank God. Yes.
No.
Yes. James didn't fall. Yes.
No.
Do you know that if I got on Big Brother, it would just, they would have. Marissa fell?
Marissa fell.
Oh yeah, because we didn't. Yeah, so Marissa fell. So now it's Brandy and James
and Omarosa.
Okay, I'm gonna say Omarosa's gonna win, if not James.
If they want to give this show a shake-up, bitch, Omarosa better win this because she will tear shit up.
I can't wait. I will love
Omarosa will literally come back with events. She will be like that fucking that viper that they put in them Indian things where they put in flute. She's going to play them all.
She's the next heaviest person. I don't think she's going to outlast James.
Oh, let me tell you why, girl. Let me tell you why. This bitch is on steroids right now, girl. She is on steroids for her asthma. Do not underestimate the power of prednisone, bitch. She is going to take them out if she can hang on for dear life using every little prednisone power, bitch. Prednisone power. She's going to cling to that chair for the life of herself.
Look at that.
Bitch, yep. I still fall out of bed. Fuck that.
You think
both have prednisone in them.
Hey, Debbie. Let me ask you a question. Anelda said in the chat room, where's the hand when you need it? Remember the hand that pushed Helen off the wall in Big Brother 15? I don't remember that.
Yes, Helen was pushed. Yeah, just Google it. Helen was pushed. You'll see it. A hand came out and pushed her off.
Do you know that if I was on Big Brother, there would just be a montage of me rolling my eyes and staring from people behind the back. It'd be like,
bitch, I never on Big Brother. I need both of you bitches on Big Brother.
I've never wanted to be on Big Brother because I would be the most hated figure in America on Big Brother. I'd be the first boot. Okay. I'd be the first. But I'm telling you what, Allison, all this talk you're doing makes me want to go into my bathroom when we're done here and do a 3-minute video.
Do it.
And send it into fucking Big Brother.
Do it.
Phelan.
You are making me do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Just to say that I did.
Just do it.
Yes.
Get on the show, and then we'll be vlogging about your ass bitch in June, and just so like.
Oh my God, you bitches would be reading me. I couldn't leave my house for 3 months, but you would at least have one fan in me. Thank you, Stephen Holden. I appreciate
but even if you were gone week 1, at least we'd have 1 week of you in the fucking.
And then your ass would be back here with us.
Yes, I would, because I would not, I'll tell you what, I'd go in there and I would not be looking to make friends. I would be sussing everybody up from their head to their toes. First of all, I'd be judging the girls because, you know, makeup skills are important. And if you go in there looking raggedy, I'm going to be like, oh no, that's not going to work. I would be not like, I'm a competitive person when it comes down to the fact that I know I'm playing a game. In Sequester, I didn't realize, I mean, I knew it was a game, but I actually just thought that it was a pageant, so I did my.
Thought it was a pageant.
I thought it was like you would have thought so. Watching me, you'd have thought it was a pageant. There I was every night with some tiara on or some little thing going on. It was literally like I would go in there and I'm sure I would be painted as the villain because I would be reading these bitches for filth. I would be in that diary room every time somebody did something stupid and I couldn't say it to their face. I'd be at that diary room going.
Oh my God.
Oh, here's Melvin said something. He said, turn the table, send Julie Chen in there. Dude, I would love to see the Chen bot play Celebrity Big Brother. I think they should. Oh, fuck yeah. That's great, Melvin.
Melvin, I get where you're coming from. I get it. But girl, turn on QVC. You can see her hawking some dresses.
They just threw basketballs at them.
Oh man, I bet Meta's like, you know. So who's on slop? Who's on slop? You were the first 3. Ross.
Who was the next one?
Did you forget already, bitch? Because I'm the one that it was
Meta, Ross, and
Mark.
Mark? Yeah, Meta, Ross, and Mark.
That is going to be so freaking fun. Steve just very bad. That's going to be hilarious. I can't wait to see Meta talking about being. He's probably still going to try to eat regular food. I mean, the dude like thought the owl that he was cuddling with was a girl, and he goes, "Oh, it's a male owl, dude. It's a stuffed fucking animal. What does it matter?
It's not like he has a penis."
So okay, then he's outed himself as a firmosexual, clearly, because
what did you say?
He's a firmosexual. He likes these fuzzy little toys. That's a good for you, bitch, because that's about the only entertaining thing that you've said since you've been in the house. I really want to see Meta go home. Because I think once we get rid of the filler people, then the real competition can begin. And if Omarosa wins this, which I hope to God she does, I really am rooting for. I know you're rooting for James.
I want her,
I'm rooting for Omarosa because Omarosa having power will be the biggest shakeup this house has had since this goddamn show started.
Right. Hey, Tiffany, whose eyebrows are you talking about? Are they my eyebrows? Or are they Phelan's eyebrows? Or are they Deborah's eyebrows? Because she said your eyebrows are on fleek in the chat room.
Well, it's got to be yours, bitch.
It's not me. It's not my eyebrows. It's not me. I need Phelan to do my makeup, though. We need to figure out some way for you to virtually do my makeup. I need...
Well, no, we need to do the meetup, the sweatpants meetup, and then Phelan can do all our makeup.
Makeovers. Yeah. That's what I want to do. I want to go on Big Brother, and I want some of these glamorous girls on there to, like, give me a makeover. Like, I would totally let them do it. I would let them do it.
But you're beautiful just the way you are.
I think you are, too.
Stop it. Go on. No,
it's
stop
true,
it.
bitch.
I think you are too.
Thank you.
It's true.
Y'all are beautiful too. Thank you.
I really feel though like this is where we are. We've had 3 people fall. We have 3 people on slop. We've got 2 potential people in the running for the new HOH, and that is Omarosa and James. I'm rooting for Omarosa. Allison's rooting for James. So Allison, you and I right now. Yes, ma'am.
Right.
I am actually rooting for James too. I'm actually rooting for James too.
So we're Team James and your Team Summer. I want Omarosa to win, but I would rather it be James because I think it's time for the person that's been nominated 3 times or whatever to be able to just chill and just. I don't know.
If James wins head of household, he's just going to be controlled by Brandy again.
Girl, I would lock that head of household room, keep them all out, and every time they knock on I would turn the damn lights out like they did Shan. I'd be like, I don't need your input. Because let me tell you something. I'm head of household, and that doesn't mean nay. I don't have head of household-itis, but I'm playing my game, and I know I know what's best for me, and I'm going to make my nominations. And if you guys want to come in and say what you want, that's fine. But no, I mean,
you just have to say, but you let
I'll never be HOH anyway,
and say what they want to say, and say, okay, I'll take that under advisement. I will take that under advisement.
James has to be told what to do.
Do what you want to do.
Yeah. I'll think about that next time I'm taking a shit.
Ew. Why? Why did you go there?
Because I always go there. I have this sense of humor of a 13-year-old boy. If someone were to fart or anything right now, I would freaking have a heart attack from laughter because that's what I do.
So this is what we'll be back on Sunday, I'm sure, to talk about what the results are of this and who the head of household is, whether it's Omarosa or James. So I hope do you have a tiara at home?
I don't, tiara, because
I don't have a tiara.
I'm a royalty.
Okay, if that's true, bitch. That's right. But listen, so if I win, if Omarosa wins, I'm showing up on Sunday wearing a tiara.
Okay, we're gonna make a bet. If we need to make a bet of some kind, so if Omarosa wins HOH, you get to wear a tiara, and if James wins HOH, I don't have a tiara. I don't know. I guess it would be more fun to say you have to do something and I have to do something if we lose.
Yeah, so you have to pick something you want Allison
I have to sit on mute the first 15 minutes of the show if I lose.
No, because then that wouldn't be any fun. Seriously,
me going nuts in the background.
Without you. We need you here. Phelan has to buy you a tiara. Oh, somebody said I'd have to buy you a tiara because I can't believe you're a bitch without a tiara. What woman doesn't have a tiara at home?
I need a tiara.
I don't understand how that works.
I've got my mom bought me a unicorn headband with ears on it. It's really weird. I'll wear that.
A unicorn?
Yeah.
Okay. Or I could say if I win, you both have to wear a onesie.
I'm gonna go get it.
I have a onesie.
Do you have a onesie?
I do. It's fabulous.
I have a onesie too.
All right. So if I win, you both have to do the next show in a onesie. There's no looking cute.
Okay. That's okay. I can do that.
So that's my challenge.
It's a pink mouse onesie.
All right.
It's
so we'll
like
find
hot
out.
pink. It's literally hot pink, and it has a hood and it has mouse ears.
This is what I'm working with. Like,
so they gave Omarosa $1.2 million to be on the show. Are you just to be on the show? She's already got her paycheck. They paid Omarosa 1.2. Imelda said in the chat. They gave Omarosa $1.2 million to be on the show.
No, they didn't. Oh. No.
Is that false? Is that fake news?
That's fake news.
Okay, because I was
but I do believe they made her a special chair, though.
I do. Well, no, I also thought that I heard during the show that somebody had referenced that she had been paid an excess amount of money to be there. So
they all got paid. They all got
paid. But the winner gets, are they getting a stipend of this each week? So whoever lasts the longest
they're getting
gets the most?
They're getting $200,000, and every round they get another $5,000. So they get 200,000, then 5,000, and 5,000, and 5,000, and if they win, they get 250,000.
Are we not going to address the fact that my head looks like it's giving the middle finger?
Yes.
This is what my mom gave me for Christmas. I don't know what it is. It's like a unicorn. I don't know what it is.
It looks like you have silver shit on your head.
I'm gonna wear this if James wins HOH.
Okay.
No, you have to wear a onesie.
I have a kitty cat onesie. Are we wearing onesies?
Yeah, you're wearing onesies. This was agreed to. Allison, did you check out? Where have you been, bitch?
I went to get this.
She was good. You have to wear a onesie.
Oh, they're hitting them with basketballs again and spraying them.
Nobody's putting their balls in my face. I'm objecting to this. I would not. This is why I don't want to do Big Brother. Nobody is putting balls or throwing balls or slinging balls at my face. I did that once a long time ago with some dude in the parking lot, and I'm telling you what, I'm not going to go through that in public on television, having people with smelly onion ass balls being put in my face. I don't approve. Why do you want somebody chucking balls at your face? That is a problem. I disapprove of this. This is some kind of abuse.
They've had so much Botox, so they're not going to feel it. I mean,
I think that they're throwing it like over their heads, just to like
nail them in the damn face. You would nail me in the face. I went a high pitched on that one.
Don't go into the light.
If it was me throwing the balls, you're damn right I would throw them at your face. Because
you're like dodgeball.
I would be wanting to knock your ass down, but they're having, I don't know, this whole thing with throwing balls at somebody's face. Or above their head even. Give me the point of that. Is it supposed to distract them? Is it supposed to scare them? Are they supposed to they should have buckets of slime being dropped on them, making it slippery. Make it a challenge. Don't just throw balls.
They are wetting them. They are wetting them too.
They do that on the regular season of Big Brother. I mean, I think it's just because we're dealing with celebrities here, but on the regular season of Big Brother, they would be doused.
Yeah, they would have had
all kinds of stuff.
Hose on them.
Yeah,
they literally spray the hose right in their faces.
They'd be covered in fucking ketchup and mustard and God knows what else.
See, that would knock my eyelashes off, bitch. I would not do Big Brother. See, now you just don't turn me off onto the whole idea of
no, they're not going to do that to you. They won't do
that to you, Phelan.
I will wait until Celebrity Big Brother when I can have croissants brought to me in bed and I can sit there and eat chocolate cakes. And the only thing that I have to do is
1 week, Phelan. Come on,
Phelan, just tap out.
Girl,
you know what would be
if they started coming at me with some crazy shit like they were bugs and dumb shit like that. My ass would be big. I would be climbing the wall. I would be out of there. I would be out of there. No way.
If you really wanted to get out of the Big Brother house, you could just say, please vote me out. I have
tits are drying up.
I have constipation anxiety, which means when I go on vacation, I can't shit until I get home. So I'm really backed up and bloated. I gotta take a dump. So please, they're gonna load me up on laxatives, and you guys are not gonna want to come in the bathroom after that.
How has Allison's monologue gravitated towards shit 3 times during this show? We have gravitated toward. Hold on a minute.
People who really know me are not surprised by this.
Oh, Allison, this will be the Allison. If Allison can guess the winner of when we get to the point where we have to predict a winner of Celebrity Big Brother US, if Allison guesses the winner correctly and I lose, I'm sending her this.
Oh my God. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'll be right back. Wait. Hold on 1 sec. If I lose, okay, I'll be right back. If I lose and Omarosa is HOH, this is what I'll wear on my head on Sunday. Hold on a second.
Exactly, Stephen. Well, shit. I love Anna. We're like on pause. She's like, hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on
I'm
a second.
waiting.
Just one second, everybody. 1 second. This would be me at my Oscar speech. Oh, just hold on, everybody. 1 second.
Yeah, everybody's still
Everybody
3
else, my
people
turn.
still on the wall.
3 people still.
3 people still on the wall. They threw tons
ready
of
for
balls
it.
at them. They sprayed them. They really need to wet them harder, though. They really need to have them shivering and shaking. Like,
They
make
need
them
to have
suffer.
shivering and shaking.
Do you see
Like,
it?
I'm a
Yeah.
fragile bitch. I'd have fallen.
So I'll
Are
wear
those-
this. It's shit on my head. I'm a shithead. So I'll wear this on Sunday if Omarosa wins. If anyone other than James wins HOH, I'll wear this. Okay? Shit ears.
Okay. She's going to wear her shit ears.
Yeah.
She's going to wear her shit ears. So you heard it here first, folks. You've heard it here first.
And I'll wear my onesie.
You wear your onesie.
I'm not going to go get it because it's downstairs, and I'm not.
I
Gonna
have
go
like
get it.
crap all over my house. Like I wore that for Halloween at work, and everybody was like, "What are you?" I go, "I'm a shithead."
She's a shithead. See, that's
of course,
what I
the
do
people
for
I work
Halloween.
with got it yet.
I just dress like this for Halloween, and I go to places, and they're like, "Well, what are you supposed to be?" And I'm like, "A bitch."
No, Phelan, what are you going to wear if I lose? If you lose, what are you going to wear?
If I lose, what am I going to wear? Oh my God, that's a really good question. God, what could I wear that would be equally ridiculous?
You could think about it and just surprise everyone.
I have a mask I can wear over my eyes, but then I would just look like something out of 50 Shades of Grey. Or is it 50 Shades of Black?
It's 50 Shades of something. I mean, they've got like 10
Shades of something
out.
So I didn't have to mask myself. But that way I didn't have to do my eye makeup. So it might work out well for me. It might work out. So that's where we are, Stephen. Thank you so much for reminding them, because you see, I was trying to use strategy by not mentioning what would happen had I lost.
She almost got away with it.
You had to speak up, Stephen. Thank you so much for throwing me under the bus. No makeup.
Oh, I don't think I would never make anyone on this show not wear makeup. We have to wear our makeup. It's like essential. It's not. That's not a deal. It's not a deal breaker.
It's bare essentials.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like.
But you know, I'm wearing so little makeup right now anyway that I might as well not be wearing any at all, bitch.
Oh, you lying piece. Don't even get started. We got people complimenting your eyebrows and shit.
This is just how I woke up, Stephen. See, I was napping before I come here today, honey, and I was tossing and turning. This is just how I wake up. This just happens.
It just happens. She rolls up out of bed, looks just like that.
That's right.
Speaking of which.
Speaking of bed, we have kept you all long enough, and I know that you all are waiting with bated breath to see who manages to cling to the goddamn wall for as long as they possibly can.
I can't wait.
My vote is Omarosa. I'm voting for Omarosa. They're projecting that it's going to be James. Ooh. We shall find out very soon who is the new head of household.
So we'll be live after the show Sunday, and I think that's at 9/8 Central, and we'll post it per usual. But please go and like My Weekly Meltdown on Facebook, because I'm not posting all of my stuff in all of the Big Brother groups right now. I'm trying to like build this on my own with my real loyal fans, and you guys are obviously really loyal. And so go to My Weekly Meltdown, like it there. Subscribe to this channel and you'll get a notification, My Weekly Meltdown. You can follow me on Twitter at Summers, SOMMERS 1977. I am also on the Instagram at the.memphis.darling. You can find Phelan on Twitter at Phelan, PHAYLEN. And you can find Debbie on Twitter at My Next Life, Debbie, DEBI, hashtag My Weekly Meltdown, and tag us in your posts and we'll keep up with them. And hopefully I won't be wearing my shit ears. Although I might wear them anyway.
We shall see.
I don't know.
We shall see what happens.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching and tolerating us for another evening, and we will see you Sunday night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.